The world is full of creepy things. But few things creep as well as a, "Hey, I recognize you. You've listened to our stories before. And you haven't learned better by now." Axe and Weta were right. You really are becoming more and more like us. Well, don't look at me when you can't shake what you hear.
We used to be just like you.
We loved scary stories.
We loved anything that was dark, fantastic, and horrible.
Well, we still do, only now we love them even more.
Creepiness doesn't just happen to you. You seek it out, see its dim, twisting face, and you're never the same. It'll haunt you, find you, and transform you into a creep.
My eyes no longer see the sun rise and set. All they take in now are things that stagger over from the haunted underside of life.
I like your dead eyes, Axe. They make you look distinguished, like a really sinister creep rock star.
Aw, thanks for saying, Toro. I'm a big fan of your curling antlers.
Axe, Toro. Let's keep our focus here.
You're right, Weta. I'm a big fan of this story. It's particularly engrossing for someone like me whose human feet have been replaced by these enormous stomping hooves. Where was I? Oh, yeah, so, tuck in your sours, strap in your ears, and crumple your socks?
That's not the line.
Oh, whoops, I meant, crumple your straps, sour up your ribs, and tuck in your ears.
That's not it either. Come on, Tor, you got this.
Man, this is tricky. Okay. Strap in your ribs, crumple your ears, and suck on something sour? Whew. Alright, because we're the creeps, and this is the Creeping Hour.
I knew I was in trouble when I saw the ocean floating in the sky above.
Why is your face hanging off your neck like that?
Few things are as creepy as what happened to Andrew Korman. It all started when his class received a visit from the school counselor.
Hey, simmer down. Shh. Focus. In light of recent events, Dr. Chanticleer is here to make sure all of you are clear about our code of conduct as it relates to bullying. Welcome, Dr. Chanticleer.
Good morning, Miss Rattenberg. Good morning, class.
I heard you just got back from a trip overseas. I imagine you're still tired, so I've asked the class to be on their best behavior.
Thank you. It's actually not jet lag so much as unsteadiness. The high altitude affected my balance. As Miss Rattenberg said, bullying concerns all of you, so please do listen carefully. You never really know what's going on. In summary, when you bully, you may actually hurt someone in ways you don't fully understand. You never know what's going on with someone until you take a walk in their shoes.
Please thank Dr. Chanticleer before you head off to gym.
Woo, Jim!
Let's make sure to put her words into practice.
On this one, I have to agree. Bullying is nasty stuff, but have you ever noticed that for some people it's like eating fly-infested hummus with tarantula-flavored pita chips? Once you get going, it's almost impossible to stop.
Hey, look who's here. It's thrift store Gary. Hey, knock it off. These are vintage. If you don't like it, why don't you run away? Your T-Rex size shoes should make that easy. Come on, stop it.
Hey, stop the teasing. I'm not gonna ask you twice. One more time and I'll send you both to the school counselor to work this out.
Sorry, Mr. Goodman. Can you play music like last week? It really helped us get in the game.
Great idea, Andrew. Glad you appreciated my playlist.
Now that he's gone, no one's gonna protect you, Gary. You're mine. Where were we? Oh, yeah. Why are your feet so big, Gary? Is your mom a giant?
Statistically improbable.
What did you say, Pincus?
I was just answering your question, but now I'm realizing it was probably rhetorical and I should keep my big ears out.
Yeah, you have big ears, Pincus.
I know. I just said that, Andrew. Bullying doesn't work when you understand it's a defense mechanism used by the weak.
Hey, are you calling me weak?
Listen, all I'm saying is that it's unlikely that Gary has big feet because his mom is a giant. It's possible he has pediatric gigantism. My grandma had that. Her shoes were size 18. But it's also possible that Gary comes from a family of Shadem. I read about them online. A Shade is a demon inhabiting the body of a human. They look like humans. They sound like humans. But they're not human. They're different.
Different how?
Shadem have the legs, arms, and face of a human. But they don't have human feet. They have the feet of a chicken.
Chicken feet? Really? That's what your demons have? Ooh, so scary. Don't let the chicken monster get me.
I'm serious, they're real. And they're really dangerous. You're laughing, but it's not a joke. They eat the skin and drink the tears of kids. Especially mean ones. Stop bullying us or the Shadem will get you.
You think I'm afraid of your made-up monsters?
You wish they were made up. They come from a small mountaintop village just outside of Sildavia. And they wear enormous shoes to hide their monster feet.
Get out of here, Pincus.
All right. Just don't say I didn't warn you.
That was the weirdest thing Pincus ever came up with. Where did he go? Gary? Gary! Trying to hide behind the basketball rack? I see you.
I'm not bothering you, Andrew. Leave me alone.
Or what? You'll drink my tears and eat my skin?
What are you talking about?
Take off your shoes, Gary. Come on. We all know what you're hiding.
Get off of me. What are you doing?
Gary's a shade. Gary's a shade. I'm going to take off his shoes to prove it. He's a demon. Watch.
Leave me alone. Stop.
Or what? You'll sick your pals from Saldavia on us?
I've never even heard of Sildavia. Stop it, Andrew. You're just doing this so people don't look at your old ripped shoes.
Oh, that's it. Come here, you little freak. Ew, his feet smell like a petting zoo.
Mr. Korman, I saw that. Strike two, and in this case, you're out. To Dr. Chanticleer's office right now, mister.
Gary started it. It wasn't my fault. Why am I in trouble?
Not another word. Walk those feet down to the school counselor's office, now. If I have to tell you again, it'll be the principal.
On his way to the school counselor's office, Andrew Korman had plenty of time to think about what just happened, but instead of feeling regret, he simply told himself it wasn't his fault.
It's not my fault, Dr. Chanticleer. Everyone was making fun of Gary, but only I got sent here. How is that fair?
Come on, Andrew. You know violence is never appropriate or acceptable. I know this time of year is stressful, especially with all of the papers and finals, but this kind of behavior certainly doesn't help your cause.
I'm telling you, it wasn't my fault. Gary started it. He should be the one talking to you, not me. His feet smell like a baby goat, so I'm the real victim here.
Goats can smell amazing, Andrew. I had the most delicious kid leg on my trip last week. It was truly succulent. The chef had a unique way of preparing it. Exactly like Papa used to make. But I ramble. This sort of behavior, I'm sure your parents will be disappointed.
Please don't call them Dr. Chanticleer. I swear it'll never happen again.
There, Andrew. Let it out. It's when we really feel our emotions that we become most ourselves. My mother used to say that. My whole life she told me I was special and that I have some big shoes to fill. But I think it's only recently that I've begun to fill them.
I can't get another note sent home. My mom is gonna kill me. Can't we just keep this between us?
We'll see.
Why are you closing the door?
Some conversations are better kept private. Here, have a tissue. It'll catch your tears better. Don't want them to go to waste.
Thanks.
What are you doing? That was for your tears, not your mucus.
Huh? What difference does it make?
It makes a big difference, Andrew. Tears are the physical representation of emotion, while mucus is disgusting discharge. I learned about it on my trip.
Where did you go exactly?
I was in Europe. Spent some time with family members I haven't seen in lifetimes. They live in a small mountaintop village, just outside Sildavia.
Sildavia?
Magical place. I learned so much about who I am and what I want. And I think you are the perfect starter. They even outfitted me with these wonderful boots when I was there. Do you like them, Andrew?
They're really big, Dr. Chanticleer. Listen, I should get back to class. Miss Rattenberg is making us present our homework, and she told me I was going first, so...
I wouldn't worry about her, Andrew. You're fine here. And besides, it's almost lunchtime. Won't you stay? It wouldn't be a meal without you. My, where are my manners? In Sildavia, we never dine with our shoes on.
What are you doing? What are those?
Who's that? Just a minute. Andrew, not a peep out of you. Yes, I'm busy. What is it?
Dr. Chanticleer, quick, we need you. There's a school counselor emergency. You can't wait.
School counselor emergency? What are you talking about?
Open the door. You have to help.
Oh, Pincus and Gary, it's you. Now, what can I do for you? Like I said, I'm extremely busy with a student at the moment.
We can't wait, Dr. Chanticleer. We need you now.
Be gone, both of you. I won't tell you again. Don't make me slam the door on you. Okay? You leave me no choice. Gary, remove your foot from the door.
Korman, are you in there?
Yes, help me. I need to get out.
Push her onto the side to get her off her balance. Doc, she's right there.
She's grabbing me.
Push her. Push her to the side. She can't balance on those feet.
That was crazy. You guys are amazing. Thank you.
We weren't going to let you get eaten. Hey, how do you like these big shoes now?
Run!
I hate unhappy endings, don't you? That unlucky monster in disguise was so close to getting a delicious snack of tears. I'm vegan, so the skin part doesn't do it for me, but oh man, it's been so long since I've had a decaf iced coffee with almond milk and 2 shots of human tears. Remember this: if you ever see a friend of yours acting strange, collecting tissues wet with tears, reminiscing about their visit to the faraway land of Sildavia, and of course, walking oddly because of their enormous shoes, be careful. Shade him, hide among you, in plain sight, waiting for unlucky kids, particularly mean ones, to cross their path. Trust me when I tell you to throw out your phone, computer, or car stereo rather than listen to the next episode of this podcast. Because like Andrew's nightmares of Dr. Chanticleer, it will haunt you. We're the Creeps, and this has been The Creeping Hour.
The Creeping Hour is a co-production of WGBH and Elie Lichtschein in coordination with PRX.